My name is Michael Roundtree. I'm from the south side of Chicago, to be more precise, the 8900th block of Wallace. So this is in the Gresham neighborhood of Chicago, Illinois. I was raised by my mother, my great aunt, and my great uncle. The house, we had my sister as well as 4 other cousins, so I'm used to a large family. This greatly shaped my view of the world because everything in my household was communal. I mean, we each had our specific jobs and we worked to do them. If we didn't, then there were consequences to pay. Even with this being said, my sister has Down syndrome, and even so, she had a specific role in the house that she has to fulfill.
My name's Simone. I'm from Oregon. I'm from Beaverton, Oregon, which is a suburb of Portland. It's basically liberal paradise. Anything a liberal's dream would be, Portland basically is. And it's mostly for the worst. I think that a big part of my background is being the youngest. I had parents that were a little bit older than me, a little bit older than the parents of my peers. So I was raised with values that I definitely think are old school and are kind of missing. Portland is a city that is totally run by government, and Oregon is a state that could not be more liberal. I think that a lot of my worldview is shaped around seeing so much given to people. Some of the best public schools that are completely free, healthcare that has and had been free for several years. I've kind of seen what benefits can do for people, and I think that kind of shaped my worldview very, very early.
Just being from where I'm from, Indicator, like I said, just being from this type of community where at one point of time that it was a middle class functioning community, for it not to be as functioning any longer, and being from that era where your father is telling you, hey, be responsible, where education was prevalent in the household, is interesting. Number one, my worldview is all about education, because the one thing that I have been able to realize and recognize is that without education, we don't have a fair fight.